Have you ever felt as like there was something unstated and raw about a woman's behavior around you, whether she be a co-worker or someone you know casually? Although she presents a calm exterior, her behavior reveals a deeper side. The way she carried herself. Her intensity isn't subtle, not even in the way she stares at you. It is a desire, unquestionably intense longing. The issue? Most men don't notice. Women will not openly express that they are thinking of you in this manner. Rather, they let their behavior speak for them. There are clues that she's too shy to acknowledge, from the way she stands to the way her body responds to your presence. Be on the lookout for sign number 5, which is one of the most obvious signs that a woman desires you and is nearly impossible for her to conceal. What about sign number 10? The game completely shifts at that point when her desire is made clear. These are indications of intense bodily desire rather than merely arbitrary actions. Let's begin with one of the most obvious indicators of strong desire. A change in her demeanor that is so subtle that most men fail to notice it. However, you'll realize how hard she's attempting to suppress her emotions once you see it. The silent spotlight effect is sign 1. A woman's nerves betray her when she wants you. She may attempt to maintain a professional or informal demeanor, but the strain she experiences will show through in subtle yet noticeable ways. All of a sudden, this calm, self-assured woman begins to stumble over her words, chuckle tensely, or look away. It's because you've totally put her off balance, not because she's afraid. I refer to this phenomenon as the silent spotlight effect. She exhibits hyper-awareness of your presence. Perhaps she over-explains something unimportant, or her normally calm voice falters a little. Whether she acknowledges it or not, her body is unable to conceal the fact that you have become the focus of her attention. What to search for? Does she cast sidelong glances when she senses your lack of interest? Does she have a purpose for brushing her hair behind her ear? Congratulations! You have her full attention if she suddenly becomes awkward or clumsy. Change over. What if, instead of nervous energy, she reacts to you with something more coordinated? Things start to get extremely intriguing at that point. 2. The involuntary echo. A woman's body synchronizes with yours when she has a strong desire for you. She doesn't intend to do this. It's a subconscious response to her attraction. She will unknowingly do the same if you recline in your chair. If you cross your arms, you could notice her doing the same a few seconds later. Mirroring is her body's method of communicating that she is linked to you. Additionally, it's not just about posture. She may begin to mimic your energy level, speech rate, or even tone of voice. She will settle into a more tranquil atmosphere if you are at ease. Additionally, she will notice if you are animated. What to search for? Take note of these subtle, often undetectable changes. During a chat, does she begin to mimic your movements? Does she sense your emotions and change hers accordingly? If so, you've captured her interest on a deeper level than just words. Change over. After noticing that she is synchronizing with you, let's discuss what occurs when her desire manifests itself in her appearance. 3. The technique of stealth grooming. A lady who is experiencing tremendous desire will become quite conscious of her appearance around you. It's instinctual. It has nothing to do with vanity. It's a serious warning indication if she begins to change how she looks around you. Unconsciously, she's attempting to appear her best for you. Perhaps she reapplies lip balm, moves her necklace, or smooths her hair. These are deliberate grooming behaviors that intensify when she is around you. They are not sporadic habits. Whether she acknowledges it or not, your view of her counts. Therefore, she wants to make sure everything is in order. What to search for? Keep an eye out for minute changes. Every few minutes, does she tuck her hair behind her ear? Did she straighten her posture as soon as you entered the room? She uses these signals to let you know that she cares about your opinion of her. Transition. However, there are other physical indicators besides grooming. Now let's talk about a habit that is even more difficult to overlook. When she physically approaches you. The drift of random proximity. The fact is that a woman will make every effort to get closer to you if she truly wants you. It is not coincidence, it is instinctive. She will accidentally find her way into your circle, whether you are in a group situation, attending a meeting, or simply socializing. Perhaps she places her suitcase close to yours, stands closer than is necessary during a chat, or seats next to you in a crowded area. The objective is straightforward. She wishes to be close to you. Even though it's not always intentional, if you're paying attention, you can't miss it. What to search for? Does she always manage to get herself within reach? Does the way she positions herself around you differ significantly from the way she engages with other people? She is drawn to you, so if her proximity shifts while you are around, it's not your imagination. Changeover. Being physically near is one thing, but what happens if her preferred weapon is laughter? It becomes enjoyable at that point. 5. The signal of overlaughter. This is an obvious clue. A woman will laugh harder and more frequently than normal when she wants you. She is responding to you, not the punchline. Therefore, it makes little difference if your joke isn't really hilarious. One of the simplest methods to establish a connection is through laughter, which a woman will use to connect with you when she feels attracted to you. Long after the joke is gone, you'll notice her smiling and keeping eye contact while leaning in to giggle. This is a natural response to how you make her feel. It is not coerced. Through her laughter, she is expressing to you how much she enjoys being with you. Does her chuckle seem a bit excessive, or does it come a bit too quickly? Does she find humor in something that most people wouldn't? Her laughing is most likely directed at you if it feels that way. These are only the first indications. Each one expands on the one before it, painting a more complete picture of her longing, and there is yet more to discover. 6. The willful ignorance strategy. Here's a twist. A woman may act as though you're not there at all when she has a strong desire for you. It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? However, this is how she keeps her emotions under control. She may purposefully avoid eye contact or have short chats if she's anxious about disclosing too much or is attempting to maintain her composure. This is tension, not disinterest. You'll see that she is extremely conscious of your presence, even though she is avoiding physical contact with you. Perhaps even though her eyes are not looking at you, her body leans slightly in your direction, or she clearly reacts when someone else calls your name. Keep an eye out if she appears to be playing it cool, yet her behavior betrays a lack of confidence. Does she stay close by even when she's ignoring you, for instance? Does she avert her gaze too quickly if you catch her looking? Intense yearning is evident in this push-pull interaction. However, things turn into light-hearted teasing when she chooses to quit holding back. You can tell she's testing the waters at that point. 7. The tease of the spotlight. Her purpose in making fun of you, whether in a group or one-on-one context, is to make you the center of attention. Women don't make fun of males they don't care about. This is a purposeful action meant to attract your attention and demonstrate your level of confidence. She can jokingly question anything you said or say something like, "Oh, I see you've got your usual coffee spill today." She wants to test your wit, your poise, and your ability to handle her energy in order to see how you respond. If she is making fun of you, it is because she wants you to be up to the challenge and fit in with her personality. Does she smile, make prolonged eye contact, or lightly touch your arm as she teases you? When she makes jokes, does she seem to be aiming them at you? All of these indicate that she is enticing you into her orbit, and she is having a great time doing it. Her humorous side is revealed through teasing, but when she begins to express emotion, you're in a completely different realm. 8. The unintentional informant. It's deliberate when a woman begins to divulge personal information or ask for your opinion on more complex subjects. She is attempting to establish a relationship that transcends casual exchanges. She uses this as an opportunity to allow you inside her world and show you a side of herself that not everyone gets to see. She may open up about her family, her aspirations, or the issues she's facing. She might ask for your opinion on a private issue or add, "I don't usually tell people this, but..." This is a strong indicator of attraction and shows trust in action. Watch to see if she starts talking about things that are important to her and moves past light conversation. When she talks, does she stoop closer? Does she appear to be sincerely curious about your opinions? She's experiencing something deeper if she's showing vulnerability with you. Although physical gestures can be even more transparent, emotional connection still has great impact. Let's discuss one of the earliest and most basic manifestations of desire. 9. The palm signal flash. This may not seem like much, yet it's a typical sign of attraction and trust. Whether a woman is holding anything, fixing her hair, or making a gesture, flashing her hand during a conversation is an unconscious show of openness. Since the palm is a sensitive spot, showing it off lets you know she feels at ease and unprotected around you. Consider it her body telling you, "I feel safe with you." This gesture has evolutionary biology roots and is not only arbitrary. It's a strong indicator of her emotions when her hand motions constantly show her palm, particularly while she's leaning in or making eye contact. Keep an eye out for instances where her hands are moving, but her motions appear fluid and purposeful. She is giving you the all clear if she is unintentionally exposing her palms while speaking to you. Even while small motions like these reveal a lot, it's impossible to overlook her eyes when they disclose who she is. 10. The phenomenon of big eyes. A woman's eyes will betray her when she has a strong attraction for you. This is one of the most obvious indicators of attraction and is known as the big eyes phenomenon. Her eyes may enlarge momentarily, her pupils may dilate, or you may notice that she looks at you for a longer period of time than usual. These are biological reactions to increased excitement, not merely arbitrary behaviors. Her gaze may deepen, her countenance may soften, or her head may tilt slightly if you say anything that catches her interest. That first moment of focus says a lot, even if she immediately averts her gaze afterwards. Her body is unable to conceal the emotions in her head. When she looks at you, does her gaze linger? Do her pupils appear larger than usual, particularly in lower light levels? These are unmistakable indications that her attraction has escalated to an uncontrollable level. We've all been there, let's be honest. When you reflect on a time spent with a lady, you suddenly see that all the warning signs were there, but you chose to ignore them. Perhaps it was something she said that you didn't understand at the time, or the way she looked at you. Which is the largest indication that you have ever overlooked? I'd like to hear your tale, so please share it in the comments.